right, guys. Whoa. Did I accidentally just mute it? I don't think I did. I hope I didn't change what I'm using here. Yeah, I should be good. All right. What? I have Maddie's. I don't know where yours are. I am at a hotel, so we'll see how the internet treats me today. It should be pretty good. Hey, what's up, David? For whatever reason, it's not letting me share. For whatever reason, it's not really letting me share the music. But we'll get the music playing. But for whatever reason, when I go to share music, it says I can't connect to the screen. What's up, Twin? Johnny Be Good. I know I'm a little late, and that's okay. Let me try to do this again. Your browser can't access your screen. Try a different method. What does that mean? I'm feeling good, man. I got to be a little bit quieter today because I'm in a room with my family. I guess I'm going to have to like upload the playlist. It's 6 a.m. Texas time. I think I guess I'm just going to have to upload the playlist. All right, so John, 3-chart setup, final work setup. I think this was my 3-chart setup right here. And it's really nice on MooMoo because this is my laptop, so I never even set this up on my laptop, but you can see it's already set up, which is nice. So the SPY today is pretty flat. You know, today we have unemployment and non-farm payroll data. Google's flat. Tesla is up to 274s after dropping. Right, so Tesla is still down a little bit relative to where it was in pre-market. So the market's mostly down today. You can see the NASDAQ is at 13,676. Dow is at about 34,000. So how does everyone feel about the markets yesterday? It was frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get to catch most of the market yesterday. So forgive me, guys. I'm going to try to put some music on. Hold on. It should work. I need to shave this beard, man. This beard's looking rough. I know I got some music. Let me see. I know it lets me upload music as well, so I could probably upload 5 or 10 songs. Yeah. I think my headphones cut off though. Hold on. What are these called? These are okay. I think I have to turn these on though. All right. Now let's connect these. Hey, what's up, bud? How you doing, man? What are you doing? Go back to sleep, dude. Do not stay up. 6 a.m. Go get in bed. Go back to sleep, man. Buddy, you're not playing on the iPad. No, not right now. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Music is loud? Is it really? Is that better? Let me know if that's better. I think that should fix it. Let me know if it's better. But yeah, today we got non-farm payroll data. The speed here at the at the hotel is actually pretty solid, to be honest. The internet speed. I gotta unlock my trades. There we go. Now I can actually trade. Or should we cook it okay today? The early is now better now. Okay, good. Music's now loud. Is it? Let me know if it's better now. It should be much better. Dude, it's cold at this hotel, man. It is really cold. Jack, you are on stream right now. Lay down, buddy. You do not need to play your iPad at 6 in the morning, buddy. At 6 in the morning. Okay, I will plug it in. Lay down. 6 a.m., buddy. Okay? Love you, buddy. Lay down, man. Okay? Do not get out of bed. It's 6 a.m. It's not even 6. It's 5:59 right now, buddy. Just get in bed, okay? I love you, man, but just stay in bed. Yeah. Yeah, he's just up, man. My son's like me, where it's like once I'm up in the morning, I'm up, dude. I can't do anything about it. I can't even get too mad at him. But yeah, it's out of sense of protection. Like I just don't want him coming on stream, you know. All right, so let's see. It said it would play the next song. Yeah, so Google pretty flat, Disney flat, SPY flat. Most of the market's pretty neutral, except for Tesla, which is actually at a pretty big range. If we zoom out of here, we look at Tesla in pre-market. Tesla's down some. You see Tesla's down from 277.65 to 275. So it's down about $2.50 a share for Tesla overnight. So that's not good for crypto. All right, that's not good for Tesla. Yeah, that's me too. All right. Well, 6 a.m. now. We started the stream a little bit late. That one. Use that one. This one. This is the normal one. I think I'll just keep that one. Top. TOP. Yeah, I'm on my laptop right now, so it's going to be a little bit harder. Again, non-farm payroll data, unemployment data drop. Yeah, so top is running, man. It's at 769s, but it's just so slow, dude. Like, 7s is nothing for this stock. What's up, Storm? Yeah, I mean, again, my son's like me, where he gets up and he stays up. I can't, I'm a morning person, and even worse is once I wake up, it's very difficult for me to go back to sleep. So I get it. I really understand. But the one rule is he can't walk on stream. The music's still a little loud. Is the music still loud, guys? Here, I could probably fix it. I just want to have some music. Let me know if that's better. I lowered it a little bit more. It should be a little bit better. Music check. 1 2 1 2. Music check. I'm going to do a poll here. And our poll is going to be typical to days like this, which is this. Oh man, dude, I sound terrible, guys. My mic set quality sounds horrible. Oh, dude, my mic is my headphone. Why? I've got a Yeti.
Now I should sound much better. I don't know what was wrong with my mic. Man, that mic was horrible, bro. Listen, the webcam mic was just not good. Is this much better? This should sound much better now, right? It should be like really like much better here. Let me know if it is. Yeah, perfect now. Good. For the problem. Problem that I see here. Problem that I see with the music on StreamYard is that I can't play it. Like, it's not going to continuously play. Weird. It'd be nice if it just kept playing. I didn't have to keep changing the song. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sorry guys. I have this mic right here. Got this mic. This mic is pretty solid. The webcam mic is not good. Music is loud. Is it really? I'm trying to please everybody, guys. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit more, and then that's it. We're not gonna lower it anymore after that. All right, we're gonna do a poll here. Non-farm payroll data and unemployment. Been higher or lower than expected. Okay. Unemployment non-farm payroll data cause a bullish or bearish reaction. Markets. Bull reaction is going to be one option. Bear reaction will be another option. And then I don't know. It's going to be the third reaction. All right, so does non-farm payroll and unemployment data cause a bullish or bearish reaction in markets? Let me know. Vote on the poll. There's the poll going live right there. Different environment, gonna sound different. Yeah, way better. Good. Yeah, the audio should be much better now. Definitely top 3. Yeah, so unemployment, non-farm payroll data. Oh, which sucks because now we got to lose money on my puts. At least you're honest. Yeah, I'm looking at some other stuff here too. I'm looking at like some stocks. Disney's pretty flat on the day. That's nice. Disney's moving back up, which is good. Hey, what's up, Adam? Happy Friday, bro. Yeah. I'm going to get the timer set up here. We should have a timer. I think we have one on my laptop. I'm not 100% sure. Alarms and clocks. Timer. How long do we have? It's 6 a.m. We've got until 7:30. We got an hour and 23 and a half minutes. Save. All right, so I can set like a timer up, but it's not like a good timer. It's huge. Like here's the timer. I can probably set it up right here. So that we have like a notification, because I'm not really using this bottom one. I'm only really using this top one, so I could probably stick that right there. And then now we got a timer. The only problem is, like I said, I got to change the music. I like selling markets. I own 500 shares of Disney. If it crashes, I am done. Yeah, well, listen, like I said, not an investment professional, Raphael. No idea what Disney's going to do. Always make your own assessment. Trade responsibly. I am in Disney. But to be honest, man, I took some profit on Disney as it pushed up to 91 a couple days ago. Yeah, so Disney went up to 90.95 at its highs. I took a lot off at like 90.6, I think. It was like 90. It was around 90.6, 90.7. I took most of my position off. And then to be honest, as it dipped down to 88 yesterday, I added some more to it. So yeah, I mean, I'm optimistic and bullish. Let's look at a weekly chart. What I really like about MooMoo, again, if you want to check out MooMoo, here's the link. I'll pin it to the top of the page. If you open up an account You get 5 free stocks if you deposit at least $100. If you deposit at least $1,000, you get 15 free stocks. If you deposit at least $5K, you get those previous 15 plus a free share of Google or Tesla. And I did get Tesla. Open the entire session of pre-market. Great charting. Great platform just to learn on. And I'm gonna put this link up if anybody wants to check it out. It's actually pretty solid as a platform. I'll show you guys why in a second. So look, here's the MooMoo link if you want to check it out. I will pin it to the top of the page as well, and then I'll show it to you. So like MooMoo, what I really like about it is that I can go to where'd it go? I can click explore. And like, look how nice this is, dude. So like, I can click explore. Look how nice this is. I can see the hot stocks. I can see what's popping in pre-market. You know, I can look at the heat map to see what did Google, you know, Meta, Google, social media platforms doing kind of rough yesterday. Consumer electric is green. Software is green. Pharmaceuticals are red, internet retailers are red, oil and gas are red, biotech is red, banks are red, software is red, auto is red, insurance is red. So you see how red the market was yesterday, to be honest. I can look at recent IPOs and see what they're doing in after hours. I can look at futures analysis and see what the futures market is doing. And look how nice this is, dude. So again, natty gas, looks like it's up a little bit intraday. I can check to see what that's doing. I can look at big announcements to see what's going on. I can look at broker ranking. I can look at IPOs that are about to come out. It shows me a list of them here. I can look at institutional holdings to see what other companies are holding. You can see Apple holding a bunch. You know, I can build a stock screener and find out what's really moving in pre-market. I can look at different strategies to test. It kind of as like a back tester, I think, is what this is. I can look at the market hotspot. It's really, really nice here. You can also go to stuff like markets. If I click markets here, I can go to the US market, see what's going down there. I can go to the news section here, check to see like the recent news. Alibaba shares are up on a report that China probe of Ant will end with fine. So Ant Group getting is just going to get fined by the China probe. You know, the other big story of the day is Twitter versus Threads, which is Meta's new social media platform. You can see Mike Davis, MMA, said, anyone think this can become bigger than Twitter? Zuckerberg said, it'll take some time, but I think there should be a public conversation app with 1 billion plus people on it. Twitter has had the opportunity to do this, but hasn't nailed it. Hopefully we will. Yeah, but okay, like let me talk about this for a second though. All right, like let's just be honest here. Okay. Do we trust Zuckerberg to be responsible with our data? That's the question. Do we trust Zuckerberg to be responsible with our data? That's the real question. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in chat. I'm not saying I do or I don't, but do we? But with that said, check out MooMoo, guys. Again, you get a bunch of free stocks. It's just a useful platform. 0 commission, open the entire time of pre-market, so I can trade right now. You see top TOP is also ripping up a little bit. If Disney goes to 84, I'll sell everything and never come back. Yeah, but no offense, Raphael. I mean, listen, you know me. If I'm not anything, I'm honest, man. You sound very emotional about your position. If your average really is $88.75, that's very close to like where we are now, dude. You know? So like having a break-even trade on Disney and then basically flat. Yeah, you're basically flat. And saying if it drops, you're going to sell everything. I mean, do what you do. Stick to your own risk parameters because, again, I'm not an investment professional. I'm not certainly liable if you lose. You always make your own assessment, trade responsibly, all that good stuff. But it just seems a little emotional, man. You know, Disney, I think the big profound edge in Disney, I think if you're going to trade Disney, and again, this is just me, again, prefacing this with don't copy me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I might be wildly wrong about everything. But in my opinion, the big edge on Disney is that it's a healthy company long term. And so like at $88 a share, the PE ratio is relatively low. Over time, this thing will probably go up long term. Now, short term, who knows what it's going to do? It certainly could drop down under your risk level of 85, whatever it is, 84, whatever. That's certainly possible. But long term, it's going to go up, you know, and I think that's the way you have to look at it. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it crashes. Maybe it flies up short term. I don't know. But Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Non-farm payrolls are bullish or bearish? I really don't know here. I can look at them. See, like non-farm data today is expected. Today's the 7th of July. Non-farm data today is expected at 225,000. Unemployment's expected at 3.6%. 3.6%. Again, we drop in about an hour and 16 minutes. I will put this up on screen too so people can see it. .6%. Drops at 8:30 a.m. on stream. Here's the non-farm data again, expected at 225,000. Hey, thank you, Scott. My God, thank you, man. Yeah, yesterday I saw, like, honestly, my whole family had like a little laugh yesterday. I read a comment. I read a comment from somebody yesterday, and the comment was literally like, it said something like, "John, you suck. That's why your girl left you," or something like that. Carol's right there, you know. But like, people on the internet are funny. I think it's like fantasy. I think it's like their fantasy. I think they want me to fail, and like they want Carol to leave me or whatever it is, you know. But yeah, Carol's sleeping right there. We're still good, you know. I'm on vacation with her right now, but the internet's the internet. They'll talk. But hey, cheers to me and Carol, you know. But you know, I just kind of laughed about it. I almost argued with him too. I was almost like, "Nah, bro, Carol and I are on vacation right now," you know. But then I just banned him and moved on with my life, you know. Oh, I understood completely. He almost got me too, but I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Look, this is what he wants." I was like, "I'm just gonna ban him and not even say a thing to him." Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. SPY at 439. So SPY under 440s here. Still looking, you know, we'll see what happens. But SPY under 440s. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Yeah, the market doesn't look bad. Tesla doesn't look bad here. You know, SPY looks, or Tesla's down. It's at 275. Closed at about 277. So, you know, it's down a couple bucks a share. Disney, we're at 88.70s. I think they call it rage baiting. They deliberately say something to make you mad. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to it. The only time I'll ever engage with somebody like that is if it creates content, right? Like if it creates content that might be entertaining, I might say something back, you know. But it's mostly just kind of like a public banning of some sort, you know. Where I can have fun with it and kind of troll them back and like make content out of it, and so I can kind of inadvertently profit from it. That's the only way I'll actually engage. If it's while I'm off stream and there's no actual purpose of like talking back to them, I just kind of ban them and don't say anything. How's the fly? Oh, the fly is no more. Fly is done. DED dead. Fly no more. Yeah, market's pretty sideways right now, though. Market's pretty sideways. I really want to see if it'll let me like fix this. Like, I really want to see if it'll let me share my screen here. It didn't let me share it earlier. Oh, it did. Okay, good. All right, there we go. It let me share my music now. Good. Okay, I can turn this music off. And then I can put on Epidemic Sounds. This is really what I want, because that'll keep playing. I want to keep starting it. Oh, some good old music though. Let me keep going back though. Go back to the OG songs. But honestly, man, I'm not gonna say what state I am, but the internet here is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Might be better than my mother-in-law's. I was surprised I didn't get more "you're living in your mother's basement" comments, but you know. All right. What's your thoughts on the dollar index code? It'll get it. I don't know what the dollar index will do. It depends on what the market does. Depends on if the market considers this data good or bad. I really don't know. You really wake up so early to stream, man? Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready to go home, dude. I really am, man. I'm ready to freaking go home. I've been traveling now for like a month straight. You know, like my Carol, like my whole family and I, my kids are sleeping right next to me too. There's Carol's over there. That's why I gotta point the camera this way so y'all can't see him. But my whole family's been traveling for like a week. Like I said, I posted pictures at the dunes too. Look. Yeah, so we posted this a couple days ago. So yeah, we were at the Warren Dunes in Michigan. So the Warren Dunes in Michigan. What about your dogs? My mom is at the house, so my mom's watching my house right now. My mom and my stepdad, they're watching the dogs at the house right now. Yeah, for sure. What are you anticipating, positive or negative news? I don't know, man. What's up, Bow? Yeah, we got Discord. All right, guys, we got about an hour left. I'm going to do a Twitter poll as well. It's cold over here. That's the only problem right now. It's just kind of cold. Grant Cardone banned by Elon Musk, dude. Yeah, so some people are saying he didn't actually do it. Yeah, so a lot of people saying it was an accident. Are you tall? Is your wife short? Um, I mean, I'm like 5'11" or so. Carol's pretty short. You know? I mean, I'm not short. You know, I'm above average technically, not super above average or anything, but you know, I'm not short. But Carol's definitely short. Uh, are you on vacation? Yeah, I've been on vacation. Yeah, I'm speaking a little bit lighter too because of live stream. But yeah, we should be good. Again, let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, we did our heart this post for good luck post. Everybody, we'll see who our real supporters are. Go heart this post. Give your boy a follow on Twitter. They sell off next week. Andre, I agree. Regret the puts I bought was a bear trap and it worked. Yeah, just be careful with the options, man. Options are difficult anyway. Like a lot of people push options and like some people can make a lot of money with options. The problem with options though is that they can be incredibly risky. Like they can just be incredibly risky. The reason they're risky is because a lot of the time, like big catalysts will drop in pre-market, right? So big catalysts drop in pre-market, they can drop in after hours. And if that happens, then you're basically stuck in whatever you're in and you got to sit through the volatility. And so options are something where you might make money. A lot of the time you make money, you make money, you make money. Then some catalyst comes out that just wildly destroys your trade and you lose a bunch. You know, that happens. You know, here's another thing I like about MooMoo. Look at the market monitor here. So I can look at the block orders. I think Pawn showed me this. So I can look at the block orders. Tesla had about 277,000 block orders. And this is from unusual activity. And again, typically unusual activity, you can see the different data here. Unusual activity is usually a subscription by Unusual Whale, I believe, right? And so you get it for free with MooMoo as well. So check out the link pinned to the top of the chat because it's useful. It's useful. But yeah, you can kind of see block buy for Tesla, block sale for Apple, block buy for Apple. So yeah, pretty useful. I shorted Nike on Monday. It did well. I shorted Apple yesterday and it did well. So I did short Apple and did pretty well yesterday. Ooh, a bunch of alerts fired this morning on all the stuff I'm watching. Connect to Tradeovate. There it is. All right, so I'm having a hard time checking into Tradeovate. Oh, okay, I got username. There we go. Finally, man. Took a while. All right, so we got this up here too on Tradeovate. Flat. Also pulling out Quant Tower as well. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate the support. Bull market incoming. You can make great percentage gains with little risk and options if you do it right. 100%, man. You really can. But you could also lose money too. Again, options are good. I think options are good if you want to day trade with and you have less equity. I mean, futures are better in my opinion, but I'm biased. I'll admit that. Hey, nice, Jamie. Congrats, dude. That's great, dude. Jamie said You mentioned Meta. And I went and had a look yesterday, bought in and picked up 20K while we hung out in here. Hey, nice, dude. Going long options, time is against you. But going short options are sometimes good in choppy market. Yeah, for sure. Non-farm payroll trades. Always give reversals, yeah. Crypto bull run starts today. Yeah, I mean, looking at Bitcoin here, let's take a look. Figured out how to pull it up. All right, so here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still at the same spot. It's basically been at the same spot for weeks now. It's been basically between 30 and 32,000 or so. Never traded futures, but they do seem much better. Yeah, I mean, the big thing about futures is that you can actively day trade. Right? You can actively day trade. There's no PDT rule. There's no red tape. You can day trade the S&P. You can day trade the NASDAQ, currencies, gold, silver. That's why they're better. There's actually better liquidity in futures than there are in stocks, to be honest. So it varies, but yeah. How's the poll going? The poll says 50-50, 51 bull reaction, 40% bear reaction. 9% of the honest folks here said they don't know. All right. Nonfarm. Data and unemployment. Not today. This data release help or hurt the market? I'll be specific. This data release help or hurt the S&P 500? So yeah, we are getting this done. Tag on payrolls. All right, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. We already got over 300 people here, so if you haven't already, help support the channel. Hit the like button. We appreciate it. Got the poll live as well here. Again, do me a big favor. Vote on this poll. I certainly appreciate it if you can. Vote on this poll. Poll link right there. Vote on the poll. Hit the like button. With futures, I'm starting with such a small amount of 1,000. It makes it very hard, very interested in futures. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. I mean, I'll tell you what I tell everybody, Alexis, which is that you're probably going to lose day trading because most people lose in day trading. Like, that's just kind of what happens. Most people lose. Day trading incredibly difficult. It takes a long time. You know, most people lose for years before they win. And some people just never win. But the reason futures make sense is because you're going to be day trading. The patterns are so similar, and like Apple versus the S&P, which is you can trade the S&P in futures, right? You can trade the SPY, basically what's called the E-mini. The patterns are very similar to what you see on Apple or Tesla. So the patterns in day trading are basically the same. But there's no PDT restriction, and you can use a funded account program. And Topstep is the most legit, but I'm sponsored by them. But even if I wasn't sponsored by them, I'd still recommend them because it just lowers your risk, right? Most people are going to lose these funded account programs, but that's kind of the point, is that it's a lot cheaper to lose a Topstep account than it is to put up 10K yourself in futures and lose that. And that's kind of the other option, is to put up 10K and risk that. And that's just not a good option. So it's much better to try a funded account program. You're probably going to lose. If you don't lose, you get a 90% split once you're funded. You know, and all that stuff. Sorry, guys. Kind of getting on because I spilled coffee on it. You're gonna have to go get another one. Can I use a regular strategy from regular day trading on the E-mini? Yeah, the strategies are very similar, Rump. The strategies are very similar. So yeah, the patterns are very similar. They're basically the same thing. And again, if you want to check out Topstep, Topstep's got this huge sale going on right now where it's like 49 bucks, I think, for the base package on Topstep, which is crazy, ridiculously cheap. Like, and I bought like 5 or 6, or I'll probably end up buying 5 or 6 by the end of it and just kind of pushing in one of those until I get funded. But it's $49 for the lifetime of your subscription, which is pretty, that's the cheapest it's ever been. But if you want to check it out, here's the link. Yeah, 50-50 good and bad reviews. Well, the funded account landscape is so competitive, to be honest, is what it is. Like, it's just super competitive. So like people that use Apex or even that, like people that just don't like me might like root against it and just, but like in the end, there's a purpose behind these funded account programs. Like they're useful. Regardless of which one you use, they're useful. Topstep's been around the longest, though, and the payouts are the most reliable on Topstep. I think that's not really arguable. Sometimes it can waste premium, a combo of short and long options. Sometimes appropriate depending on the expected move. Yeah, for sure. We got less than an hour, guys. So here's the timer right here. We got less than an hour. Right, exactly, Chris. Don't throw away all your money. Yeah, because again, to go back to how it was for me when I first got started day trading, it was an emotional thing, man. I remember like, this is the story, right? It's like I went and watched the movie The Big Short, and I was always like a strategy player. I love poker, I love chess, I love checkers. Like I love strategy games. My son's kind of the same. But I went and saw the movie The Big Short, and I realized how much money you can make in stocks, and so when I got home, I Googled day trading, right? And what do I get? Like I said, I've told this story 1,000 times, but I get Tim Sykes, Warrior Trading. You can be a penny stock guru, get rich quick in the stock market. All you got to do is buy my $3,000 course and you're rich, guys. Hard work, which doesn't matter how hard you work. You're probably not making money in penny stocks. And that's what they're not going to tell you. It's like, it doesn't matter how hard you freaking work. You're still probably not going to make money in penny stocks, but that's a different story. But anyways, eventually I put up the money myself and I put it in an overseas platform called SureTrader. I put like $4,000 up in a platform called SureTrader. They gave me 6-to-1 leverage, right? So they gave me like $25,000 to trade with, which was a lot of money to me at the time. I lost that entire $4,000 day trading Tesla and Google and Amazon and all that stuff within like a week or two. It was done. I even made some videos on it, right? But that's typically what happens to day traders. Like that's typically what happens. Is like they put up a bunch of money, they lose, and then they kind of give up. And so limiting that risk, like number one, you're probably going to lose when you first get started. You're probably going to lose, right? The bigger you try to trade in the beginning, the more you're going to lose, right? And so a lot of traders get their pride in the way to where they want to be like their favorite guru. They want to flash big gains on the internet, but trade small. Don't be dumb. Best advice I'd give you. Yeah, that's pretty true. Photon says the problem with day trading is the human limit. It exhausts you and then you can't think straight. Absolutely. Like you get a string of bad trades, you're not thinking right. You're frustrated. You want to push buttons. It's very easy to click a button and take another risk and potentially win that money back. It panders to the gambling aspect of our minds. And that's how it happens. That's why most people lose. But absolutely true. Hey, what's up, Bulldog? Nah, Bulldog's cool. Y'all check out Bulldog Trading. He's cool. Bulldog Trading's got a great channel. He's live 24/7. Y'all check the man out. Hit the subscribe button over at Bulldog. John, do you think a higher IQ translate to being a potentially better trader? Well, yeah, I think high IQ is going to equal better results at everything. You know, the definition of intelligence is your ability to obtain knowledge. And so, you know, basically how fast you learn, right? Anything, not just trading, but anything. Like the definition of intelligence is like how fast you learn. Your ability to obtain knowledge, I believe, is the technical definition of intelligence. But point is, it's how fast you learn, right? And people who learn trading faster are obviously going to be better and have more success. And that's universally true in everything for the most part. There's always outliers in anything that exists, but you know, for the most part, that's true. Um, but I think it also takes a very specific personality type where you can't be a huge gambler. You can't be somebody that like likes to go to the casino on the weekend and put a bunch of money on red and roulette. Like you got to be somebody that's very risk averse, somebody that doesn't like gambling, but bets. Like again, I try to bet on probabilities, and like I really don't like to gamble. I went to the casino in Michigan, so in Michigan, you know, Carol's never really seen me go to a casino, so Carol might have had it in my head or in her head that I was some like gambler. You know, when I'm really not. Like I'm not a gambler at all. Like I like poker, you know, because poker is probabilities. I can bet on probabilities, but I don't like anything else except for maybe blackjack if I can card count. If I can't card count, I don't want to play blackjack either. But anyways, we go to the casino, we take out all this money, you know, because I was planning on playing poker, so I took out like $700-800 to go play poker, and we drive like 20 minutes away, and we've got all this money, and we go to play poker, and we get there, and they don't freaking have poker. You know, they have no poker games, no live tables. They have video poker, which is rigged against you, which you should never play. And so Carol and I just kind of looked at each other for a second. We sat out and played blackjack for maybe 20 minutes. She lost, I won. And then instead of going around giving money back in slots, we just left and kept all our money. Came back flat, break even. We didn't lose money at the casino. And I think that is what you need if you're going to be a good trader. You can't be a gambler. You can't be, you know, a huge gambler if you're going to trade. And I think a lot of traders would have sat at that casino and given that entire $800 to the casino out of a gambling addiction. But that's not me. I really don't like gambling at all. The closest I come to gambling is trading and poker. But aside from that, I do not like slot machines. The odds, again, a lot of people are addicted to losing money. They're just addicted to losing money. You know, they know there's no edge in the casino games they're playing, but they can't help it. They get a rush from it. I'm not that. I hate that. Like losing money does not sound fun to me. And something where I have a very something where I have no statistical edge. In fact, I have the odds stacked against me in that regard. I just don't want to do. And I think that's what you need to be a good trader. Wasn't aware of any universally accepted definition. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Sam. Look at the definition of intelligence. I'm pretty sure like the definition intelligence is obviously, yeah. Look, so if you and again, I knew this without looking the definition up because I knew what the definition was. Intelligence is defined as the ability to acquire or apply knowledge and skills, right? So how fast you can learn, and how quickly you can apply what you learn into other things. That's intelligence. I don't know about whatever you're talking about. It's been a long time since I've taken an IQ test, but I do think people with higher IQs are going to do better in trading. You know, I took mine when I was young. I'm not going to be specific about what it was. Then everybody gets mad at me if I'm bragging or whatever. It was over 100. You know, I'm not going to be specific about what it was. My son got one done, you know, a couple years ago too. His was high as well. It was over. Again, I'm not going to say, but yeah, you have to be emotionally intelligent more than anything. Sean with a great comment here. Emotional intelligence is really what'll get you there over anything else, I think. Well, yeah, it depends on what your risk tolerance is. You know, like you could be freaking, you could be Einstein, but if your risk tolerance is way too high, then you're going to lose money. Trading is also partly 3 cups. A ball. As long as it's not 2 cups and 1 girl. Or no, as long as it's not 1 girl, 2 cups. Is that it? I can't remember what it is. Don't look that up, by the way. Do not look that up. Yeah, I heard Einstein was kind of a crazy person. Where can you get a legit IQ test? There's people that do them. You know, you can hire somebody to come out and give you one. My son got one when we got him tested. We were just getting him tested to see if he had like we were just making sure. We were just being thorough when he was young to make sure he didn't have autism or he didn't have like what his ADHD status was like. This was when he was younger, and so they did give him an IQ test with it. What do you think about Mullen? I'm very skeptical of Mullen, Keith. I think Mullen is a very low probability long-term stock. I think that it's really hyped up, like a bunch of retail investors are kind of memeing it up a little bit, but I think it's just a very low probability long-term trade. I think the best case scenario for Mullen long-term is that it gets bought out by one of the big EV makers. But I think outside of that, there's almost zero chance Mullen succeeds as a standalone automobile company. It just doesn't have the production or the interest. Now, retail investors are buying it up and, you know, speculating on it, and that's fine. But I just don't think it has the chance to succeed long term, in my personal opinion. I can see you, Photon. Dow Jones outlook. Yeah, Dow is currently at 33,922, down a little bit. It's down about $350, so down about 1% on the day in pre-market. See Bitcoin on the right side. Yeah. Yeah, Mullen. Again, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I just don't like I gotta shave, bro. Look at me. I gotta shave. My beard's getting out there. But yeah. Listen, guys, we got 44 minutes before non-farm payrolls and unemployment data. Anyone with an addictive personality should not be trading, gambling, drinking, or anything. I don't know. It depends, right? It really depends. Everybody has an addictive personality to a certain extent. Everybody can get addicted to things easily. It's not like it's one person just doesn't have an addictive personality. That's a discipline that you got to build over time. You know, it's one of the reasons you see like young teenagers and people in their early 20s making a bunch of dumb mistakes and decisions and kind of screwing stuff up and like acting dumb. And then as they age, they become a little bit more mature. They start to have a little bit better willpower. They start to be more disciplined in their life universally, and they usually start to do a little bit better. And everybody's basically like that. It just takes discipline. You got to build it over time. When you're young, you're stupid. What does 5 contracts mean on Topstep? 5 contracts. 5 contracts is sizing. So like in futures, when you trade futures, when you trade the E-mini, right? The biggest difference between stock trading and futures trading is that in stocks, you have shares. In futures, you have contracts, right? And every symbol that you trade in futures has a different movement, like profit or loss per tick, right? So like it's almost cents per share is ticks per contract in options. So like the E-mini, the S&P 500 contract, if you have one contract of the regular E-mini, every tick, kind of like cents per share, it goes for or against you, you're losing $12.50. Right? So if you have one contract and it goes against you 4 ticks, you're losing $50. If you have 2 contracts and it goes in your favor 2 ticks, you make $25. If you got one contract and it goes in your favor 1 tick, you make $12.50, and so forth and so on. And that's different. You can also trade the micro E-mini, which every tick is $1.25. So it's like a big scale down, like the micro E-mini. So, you know, the point is, if you buy 5 contracts of the regular E-mini, that thing is going to be crazy volatile. That's like basically having thousands and thousands of shares. So it'll move against you really quick. Like, you know, it's going to go against you fast. But again, the big thing with futures is that there's no PDT. What's up, Antonio? Yeah, I know those with addicted personalities. What's the expected figure on jobless claims? Jobless claims came out yesterday, Antonio. So yesterday was jobless claims. Today's unemployment and non-farm payrolls. Get immersed into something positive. Yeah, I try to teach my kids. You gotta be passionate about stuff, man. You gotta figure out what you're interested in. That's really what it is. Like, you gotta figure out what you're interested in. A lot of young people don't. Like, they just don't know. And a lot of the people that were friends of mine that grew up and they didn't really do much, you know, or people who didn't really have any interests outside of like vices, right? Their vices were their interests, and that ended up dragging them down over the life of them. And so what I always tell my kids is find things that you're passionate about. And like, you got to use this, like the time now, my kids are young. You got to use that time to figure out what you're passionate about. Find your passions then, because that's when you're truly going to like enjoy stuff. And that's what you can build your life around, is what you're interested in. When I was young, when I was like 12, I loved computers. I loved Zelda, the Legend of Zelda video game. And I loved like Pokemon and, you know, Pokemon Game Boy games. And like, I remember creating websites and like creating Zelda tutorials on GeoCities, which was like an old website server, I think. But I remember creating my own websites that were actually getting traffic when I was like 12 for the Legend of Zelda walkthrough. You know, I downloaded a bunch of like emulators and ROMs in the Pokemon games, and they were really badly translated, but I could still play them before they came out. And I would do like walkthroughs on those, and you know, I just do a bunch of stuff like that. But that got me kind of passionate about technology, almost like about video games, technology, and that continued my interest as I got older. Jack likes programming. He likes like Scratch. You know? So he's building programs on Scratch now and like learning how to do that. Maddie likes softball. She's like really into softball. She currently, she likes some other stuff too. I don't know if she would even want me talking about it, but yeah, Topstep is only futures. You can't trade. You can trade some you can trade some currencies. We eat pips. So you can trade some currencies. Let me see what it is on Topstep. I know you can trade some. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm looking up now what you can trade. General platform questions. Yeah, chat, you might be able to help me out. I'd have to find it. I'm looking for symbols. Resources. Help. Release, do's and don'ts. Oh, wait. Can I trade Forex with you? We do not offer Forex Combine. So you can trade foreign exchange futures. They move similar to any currency that is paired with the US dollar. 6E is basically Euro US dollar. XAU US dollar, or XAG is gold or silver. You could trade those. NASDAQ is a replacement for anything as well. Yeah, so again, you can trade all these different futures. So check it out. So yeah, look, here is basically what you can trade. Australian, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, E-mini, Euro, FX, micro, Australian, US dollar, New Zealand dollar, British pound, Euro, FX, Swiss franc. So my point is you can trade Forex to a certain extent, not actual Forex pairs, but you could trade the currencies behind them. So it's very similar to Forex too. And again, you can day trade short. Check out the link here. Again, if you want to check them out, I appreciate the support. Check out the link right here. They are a sponsor of mine, so I'm certainly biased, but yeah, pretty good. Again, a lot of people should be day trading futures over stocks. John, I think you're doing a fantastic job on social media. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I keep my kids off of social media for sure. All right, guys. Yeah, you can see Bitcoin SPY pretty flat, man. The market's pretty flat ahead of this report. Yeah, GeoCities and Age of Fire. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's apps you can do, Alex. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. All right, guys. It's Friday. That are going to be hawkish, especially with employment data. Yeah, unemployment, non-farm payroll data comes out today. It'll be interesting to see, what we get with all this stuff. Again, subscribe if you haven't yet. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Bump that like button if you haven't already, guys. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got these votes. If you haven't already, vote on this poll. Give me a follow on Twitter. I certainly appreciate it. If you haven't yet. Rivian has done 2 consecutive golden crosses and broke the 200 weekly average ceiling. Survived yesterday. Red, what do you think, John? Good option call buy. Here's the poll if you want to vote on the unemployment number. For what do you say for Rivian? I know Rivian's had a pretty good run the last few days, hasn't it? Yeah, it looks very strong, man. It's very strong. You can look at a 5-day chart. This is what I like about MooMoo. Is like you can put up this 5-day chart and you can kind of see like a really nice line graph and and basically what's happening. But yeah, this is Rivian's percentage gains. It's up almost 50%. It's up to 2160s on Rivian. So that's very strong. Meta popping. There's Meta. Meta is up to 293s here. Didn't it tap 300 yesterday? So yeah, that's the big test. Here's the 5-day chart on Meta. So Meta's had a really good week too. Which affects the market more, non-farm payrolls or unemployment? It depends on which unemployment release it is. All right, guys, we still got time. We got 33 minutes, 33. Rivian idea with Aston Martin. Yeah, no worries. Unemployment numbers will keep the 10-year yield north of 4%, which will cause all major indexes to close red. Maybe. Hope not. Do me a favor, guys. Bump the like button as well. We got 97 likes. We're very close. Looking at our poll numbers here, we got about 400 votes. 50% think we're going to get a bull reaction from this data. 41% think bear reaction. 9% said, I don't know. At least they're honest. I can respect the I don't knows. Yeah, I'm looking at some futures trades. Hey, thank you, Stoic Bull. I appreciate the support, bro. Thank you, sir. All right, market's pretty flat ahead of this non-farm data. Looks like I got lucky with my I got lucky with my hotel choice, to be honest. We did make a good bit of money yesterday in stocks. Yeah, there's Meta, man. Meta's just been flying. Intraday, it's down, though. It's actually up a little bit. It was down big and it kind of recapped. It rebounded from it. 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. There you go. Okay. People are gonna hold off. Yeah, so CPI comes out next week. So next Wednesday, CPI comes out. You guys excited for the fights this weekend too? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But again, guys, check out MooMoo. MooMoo really is a good option. You get 16 free stocks if you open up an account and deposit 5K. Deposit over 100, you get 5. If you deposit over 1,000, you get 5 plus 10. If you deposit over 5,000, you get those 16. So you get those previous 15 plus Google or Tesla. And I did get Tesla. I'm pretty pumped about it. But MooMoo is just useful, man. It's cool. It's fun to use. Who's fighting? I think Yair Rodriguez versus Volkanovski. It's like International Fight Week. So yeah, we got Yair versus Volk. We got Brandon Marino versus Alexander Pantoja. We got Robert Whitaker versus Driscus Duplessis. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. Bo Nickel versus Val Woodburn. That's a great card. Honestly, that's a great card. I'm excited about every one of those fights. We got Robbie Lawler for his retirement fight versus Nico Price. Jack Della versus Josiah Harrell. Jimmy Crute fighting as well. That's a pretty good card. It's a pay-per-view. It's UFC 290. Yeah. All one card. That was all one card. Bear reaction, Melissa. Yeah, we'll see. Again, I told people we might pull back a little bit. I told people my bias was on the downside over the last week, and it looks like that was correct. Again, it's just an extension. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to move back up. A lot of it depends on data and CPI coming out. So like CPI, PPI, jobless claims, retail sales, all that stuff will influence this. So that's all important. Yeah, man. Yair, you can't doubt Yair, bro. I love Yair Rodriguez, bro. He's a beast, man. Yeah. His striking is super elite. Yair, his striking super elite. Volk is one of the GOATs though, so it'll be a good fight. I think Volk will probably win from his wrestling, but I truly do hope Yair Rodriguez wins. I'm excited to see how many people change their wraps on the Cybertruck. You can do it every month. All right, and then stick it and then pull it off. Yeah, a lot of people probably do that. We'll change the wraps. Retracement is perfectly healthy for an upward bias market on a 4-hour and 1 day. Yeah, for sure. Exactly rational. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, the markets aren't going to push up forever, you know. Can't download Epic Pin, but the market's not going to push up forever. I'm okay with waiting for it. Yeah, PPI, CPI, PPI next week. Big reactions there too. I'm excited. Again, will the market hold, guys? Will the market hold? Let me know what you guys think. Vote on the poll. Let me know what you guys think. I did, Jay. Baba moving on breaking news. All right, let's check out the Baba breaking news here. Here's Baba. Baba gapping up some. Let's look at what the catalyst is. So Baba is up right now. What's the news? Yeah, look at Baba at the very top. Wow. Yeah, look at this volatility for Baba. Wow. Baba is up. Ant Group could receive a record fine. Why that's good for a Baba stock. A historic penalty would bring short-term pain, but it hints at a brighter future for the whole Chinese tech sector. Yeah, I think I saw this this morning, but yeah, look at Alibaba on the right side. SPY in the middle, Tesla on the left. Getting some pullbacks here. I'm just patiently waiting. I haven't really taken any stock trades yet. I think the market's a little bit too flat right now. Hey, what's up, America? Tesla could move higher today with job cuts. Yeah, it just depends on what the data comes in as, to be honest. Like the data is going to influence a lot. So it really depends on what the data shows up as, because the data is going to be the big mover of the market. All right, guys, we got 25 minutes. 25 minutes. You don't like scalping when it's flat? No. I think when liquidity is low, it's harder. And I think ahead of big economic releases, the market's even more difficult to trade. And so I'll prefer to wait till the data comes out and then trade the volatility that comes from that, instead of trying to jump in when it's super sideways or neutral, which is not really super high edge in my opinion to do so, but it varies. Everybody's different. Hey, what's up, Bernardo? What's up, brother? Yeah, we'll see if Tesla goes up today. Again, Tesla down over the last couple of days, but it's had a really strong, like you put up a 5-day chart for Tesla, you kind of see how strong Tesla's been. Here's Tesla on the left. You put up a 5-day chart, you kind of see how strong it's been, man. So Tesla had a really good day. Let me get rid of this. I don't want people to see my trades. But yeah, you can see Tesla had a really good day. It's been a little bit down or sideways, but that's normal. You know, again, typically stocks push up and then they consolidate or drop, and then they push up more and consolidate and drop if they're healthy. So I'm not surprised to see that. Again, looking at our poll numbers here, we got about 430 votes. Half of all voters think we're going to get a positive bullish reaction. 40% think we're going to get bear reaction, and 11% say I don't know. And I can respect the honest ones. Again, give your boy a follow on Twitter if you haven't already, guys. At Beginner Trades. Vote on our poll there. See if we get some good trades today. You know, I am watching TradingView as well. Getting pretty close to hitting 111,000 subs. Right, Baba's still pushing up at 86.87s here. Again, here's Tesla still trying to move. Tesla down a little bit. SPY pretty flat. Just look, here's the liquidity on the SPY. So it is pretty flat. And again, moving into this report, guys, like the big thing to understand regarding this report is that it depends on what the market's fearing. How the market reacts to this report depends on what the market's fearing. You know, we don't know what, if number one, here's the first thing, is that yesterday we had the prelim non-farm data. It's called the non-farm employment change. That came out yesterday, and that came in way higher than expected. I'm trying to remember what it dropped at, but I know it dropped way higher than expected. That dropped at, by my banners, that dropped at 497. You can see it right underneath me. 497 is what that showed up versus 228. So over 100% higher than expected here. And so what that means is that there's a pretty good chance, it's not, I'm not going to say it's like 100% chance or anything close to that, but there's a pretty good chance that non-farm data today comes in high as well, because yesterday's prelim non-farm data was high, right? And so what you can speculate on in the market today is, what is the market fearing? If the market is fearing a recession, it wants economic growth. So it wants higher payroll numbers. It wants low unemployment. If the market is fearing inflation, then it does not want economic growth, right? So if the market's more so fearing inflation, then the market is going to want to, lower payroll numbers because it fears inflation. The higher payroll numbers means higher inflation, higher prices, right? So that is the nuance of the market today. And so again, let me know, what do you guys think the market is fearing? Do you guys think the market will have a positive reaction to high non-farm payrolls, or a low reaction of non-farm, or a bear reaction? Let me know what you think, because again, it depends on what the market's fearing. The market's fearing inflation. It's not going to like economic growth and high payroll numbers. Low unemployment is generally good all the way around. So like very rarely is low unemployment ever seen as, or very rarely is high, or very rarely is low unemployment ever seen as a bad thing, regardless of what the market is fearing. But payroll numbers specifically, that's different. So yeah, we'll see. You see the expected numbers in the chat right there. Again, hit the subscribe button. We cover the data quick. We drop all this live every weekday for free. Cover all the big news, all the big stories of the market. You know, we get 1,000+ people here for these big releases because we cover it quickly, you know, and we cover it fast. So if you haven't already, hit the notification bell. I got all my sources lined up. We are ready. Non-farm expected at 225,000. Unemployment expected at 3.6%. So unemployment last time was 3.7%. This time they're expecting 3.6. Non-farm payrolls last time was 339,000. This time they're expecting 225. So. Yeah, so I'm using a platform called MooMoo. And it's a really solid platform. Again, well, what I always try to show people is this part of MooMoo. So here's MooMoo, right? Their news section is like top. Like you can see Alibaba. The news on Alibaba is already here. You can kind of see why. Like Alibaba, you can see why they're moving, all that. So great news source, right? Options. They give you free unusual activity for options. So a great option platform. You can go to Explore and see a heat map, see what's performing the best in sectors. Right here, I can go to announcements and see what stock announcements. I can go to futures analysis and see what's moving in natty gas or E-mini or natural gas or gold and silver, whatever I really want to look at, to be honest. And it'll give me like a detailed explanation of that. I can put in algorithms just like TOS. Again, their news section is great. You can do a paper competition. So they have like a paper folio competition where you can see what other strategies and stocks and stuff people are using. There's just a lot of reasons to use it. And again, if you open up an account, you get a deposit at least $100. You get 5 free stocks. You deposit at least 1,000. You get 15 free stocks. I got like Palantir and Grab, and then if you deposit over 5K, you get a free share of Google or Tesla plus the previous 15 free stocks. There's no commissions, and it's open the entire pre-market session, which is why I switched from TOS, is because I can actually trade when I start the stream, which I couldn't on TOS. And so again, if you want to check them out, here's the link. They are a sponsor of mine, but a great platform. Check them out. All right, guys. Yeah, we got 20 minutes, team. 20 minutes. Here's the timer. We got the timer on the right. You can see the timer right there. Yeah, no worries, Godfather. What's up, Tony? Pfizer's at 52-week low. The unemployment will be at 4%. That would be great. Why? Wouldn't low unemployment be good? Despite like fears of inflation or recession or anything like that, low unemployment is typically good. But again, it varies. Pfizer, what is Pfizer? PFE, I think is the symbol for Pfizer. Let's look at a 5-day chart. Red 5 days. Here's a daily chart. Let's look at what they're doing this year. Here's this year. Yeah, they're at the 2023 low. They're at $35. It might be an argument for a dip buy there too. I like buying dips like this. It would have to be an investment though, but I don't mind it. Maybe I will pick up a little bit of Pfizer here. I think there's definitely an argument for it. The limit order. I'm gonna put the timer back up. There you go. Put Pfizer up. Yeah, I like this on MooMoo because I can use limit orders in pre-market, but I can also set it to follow the market price. I'm gonna buy the ask. What's a reasonable share size? Pfizer doesn't really move that much, so I can probably get like 50 to 75 shares. I can get 75 shares of Pfizer. We are filled. Look at that fill. So yeah, we're filled. 75 shares. Well, this will be a little swing trade we take. Tesla. Again, where's Nvidia? What's Nvidia been doing here? Again, we do have less than 20 minutes before this data comes out. Nvidia at 420 ones on the daily chart. 420. So Nvidia is still holding the crazy gains that it made from AI pretty well. Yeah, thanks, Financial Fight. Yeah, I'd like it. It is cheap. And it's Pfizer. It's big enough as a company. What's up, Shepard? What do you think of Nike? Stay away from fashion brands, except for maybe Nike. Because fashion brands, so Nike's had a really bad 5 days. Like, look at the 5-day chart on Nike. It's really bad. Look at this. It's really rough. Let's look at a daily chart. So Nike this year is down a lot too. But I usually stray away from fashion brands. And the reason I stray away from them is because the risk is very high. Like, fashions change, like trends change in fashion very quickly. And so investing in them long term, I think, has a little bit more risk than other sectors. But again, that's just me personally. I might be wrong there. I don't know. Unemployment shows indicators like building trade is not building. If not building, permits means money is tight and people are less likely to call supply and demand constraints. Maybe. You bought Lulu? No, I don't really like Lululemon as a company. I think they make tons of money right now. And I had this weird guy that was just really obsessive and just kind of toxic that really liked Lululemon. And so maybe I'm biased against Lulu because of him. But the risk in Lulu long term is not worth it for me. You know, short term Lulu makes bank; they make tons of money. But I think long term might be. I'm not even saying they're going to fail long term. I just think they could struggle long term. Like, not now. They make so much money now. And again, trust me, I've got my wife and daughter love Lulu. They really do. Like, my wife and daughter freaking love it. But it's just, again, when I look for stuff long term, when I look to buy up stocks long term, I need sure things, like as close to a sure thing as that exists. A sure thing never exists, but you can get close to it with like Apple, Amazon, Google, stuff like that. Like, those things are very highly probable to succeed. Lulu, I don't think it's that. I think Lulu has had a really good couple years, but I think fashions change. Again, I'm biased because I grew up with Abercrombie and Fitch and American Eagle and Hollister and all these clothing brands that are now basically over. They're done. Nobody buys from them anymore. If they do, they're very, very small. There's only a small piece of what the hype that they had 20 years ago. And so in that regard, fashion brands scare me long term. I just don't want to buy it. But maybe it goes up long term again. I really don't know. All right, so Rivian. Yeah, Rivian's had a good couple days too. We looked at this one. They had a deal with Aston Martin or something like that, right? Yeah, look at their 5-day chart. Rivian's had a really nice one. Abercrombie's not coming back. I don't know. We can ask the chat. Is Abercrombie coming back, guys? What do you guys think? Are they coming back? I don't think they're. Maybe I'm wrong there, dude. It's certainly possible I'm wrong. I just don't think I am, but maybe. I don't know. You are not swing trading. You just BTFD. By the dip. It works because we are in a bull market. Okay, let me think of the easiest way to explain it to you. Trade 1, 2, 3. All right, and again, I tell people this all the time. Number one, absolutely, I buy dips. Absolutely, I buy dips, right? But like you're saying, it works because we're in a bull market. I'm buying Pfizer at the low of the year, sir. Low of the year. Every time somebody buys a weak stock does not mean they're buying a dip necessarily. Like, again, I base my trades off of extension. So yes, if a big healthy company is down, I buy it up, and my accuracy speaks for itself. You know, like, to be honest, I made most of my money when we weren't in bull markets. Most of the time when I made money, we were not in bull markets. Like, for instance, I made a bunch of money in 2020 off of United Airlines and also MGM. After the 2020 crash, I bought up stuff a lot. When everything was down, I bought it up. You know, a lot of people were making fun of I made a video about United Airlines, and I said, hey guys, I'm buying United Airlines at like $20 a share, right? If you look at UAL now, you'll see, like, but I made a video at the time on another channel that I had, and I was like, hey guys, I'm buying United Airlines. And sure enough, same thing happened. They said, oh, well, you know, you're just getting lucky. You know, United Airlines, these are garbage picks, bro. They're garbage. You know, all this different stuff. And within, I would say within, yeah, this was right here. This was right here when it was at $20. Within a couple weeks, I was up like 30, 40% on United Airlines. Same thing with MGM. I did it with options on MGM. But the point is, I buy extension. And that's not wrong. You know, Again, a lot of traders make trading too complicated. Like, that's not wrong. Like, what I do is I look for healthy companies long term that are obviously going to be around in 5, 10 years, and I buy them on weakness, and I'll hold them for years if I need to do it. It doesn't even need to be called swing trading. Some people are going to call it investing. I'm just holding them for years if I need to. Chico's will be the first. Hey, I still buy Abercrombie and Fitch t-shirts. Yeah, it's all good, man. Make your money, dude. Yeah, I get Polo. Polo's still okay. I got a bunch of Polo. 330,000 all in. That's a little risky, bro. Be careful, dude. Pfizer will pop up again. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, even if it doesn't, again, I diversify well enough into these to where I'm okay, regardless of what Pfizer does. All right, guys, we got about 11 minutes left. Again, let me know if you think we'll get a good or bad reaction from this. I'm not sure. All right, so again, we do have United Airlines popping up a little bit here. It's down a little bit. I'm going to put up, what do you guys think? So I have the SPY, I have Tesla for this report. Should I put Bitcoin? I could put Bitcoin up as like the other chart. I could put gold up. Here's gold futures. They're at about 1,923 or so. So here's gold. Gold's pushing up a little bit in pre-market today. Chico's. Yeah, Chico's were the thing. Great reaction for volatility. People will hold the line for CPI next week. Yeah, Nike. Yeah. Numbers keep coming in hot. This will turn into last year quick, but doesn't everybody want rock bottom prices again anyway? I mean, if we drop down to lows, I'll still be buying that dip. I'll just be kind of hanging out buying dips. Yeah, good luck, A1. I wish you the best, bro. All right, team. Should I open up the window behind me? I do have like a nice window right there. I have a love-hate with pre-market, love making money, hate how slow it moves. Yeah, it is definitely slower today because of the economic data that's being released. So like it's slower today because we got economic data coming out and that's influencing like how choppy and slow things are. Oh yeah, every Friday was free dress day. And I would wear huge, ridiculous looking Jinko jeans to free dress Friday in 5th grade, I remember. Yeah, you can trade Bitcoin futures on Topstep, Corey. Yeah, I'm in a hotel right now. Yeah, Tesla. I mean, Tesla's trying. It's down a little bit in pre. SPY is sideways too. It's just choppy. There's not a lot going on here. I'm trying to put a year, 1 minute. Yeah, it's just a little choppy right now. SPY down a little bit. We'll watch the reaction here. Gold. We got gold up here on the left. There's a 1 Gold, we could probably put a 1 minute chart on Tesla. Slap a 1 minute chart on Tesla here so we get anything good. Rising oil and the dollar might be more impactful. Yeah, for sure. It's actually, you can only wear them. Yeah, it was 5th grade though, so like I'm, you know, in hindsight, maybe it was for the best. You know. Actually, no, it's probably a bad idea. I started to open the window. If I open the window, bro, my wife is gonna yell at me. You know. Most of my schools didn't have much of a dress code. Yeah, in 5th grade we had one. Non-farm payrolls, micro, e-mini, long. Yeah, good luck, bro. SPY dip it down. We're at 439. So maybe we have a little dip opportunity here. I'm not sure. We got a little over 700 people here. We'll get more once the data comes in. All right, guys. Again, let me know in the chat what you guys think is going to happen here. Do you guys think this is going to come in hot, come in low, come in good, bad? You think the market is fearing inflation versus recession? And again, if the market is fearing inflation, they don't want economic growth. They're going to want low payroll numbers. But I think there's a big chance that payroll numbers are going to come in high. The reason I think there's a chance that that happens is because yesterday we had the prelim non-farm payroll data, and that came in over 100% higher than expected. So what that means is like today is the actual numbers. Yesterday was prelim. Today is the actual numbers. And there's a very high chance that we're going to come in hot, I think. But you never know for sure. Nothing's super predictable in markets, and we just got to wait and see. Bearish. Tesla just lowered their price. Yeah. Interest rates. Bearish. Is this bullish or bearish, guys? Let me look at our poll numbers here. So we got our poll. We got about 700 votes. 47% are predicting a bullish reaction. 41% a bearish reaction. 12% said, I don't know. Thank you to the honest folks. You can also vote on our Twitter poll if you want. We do have a poll on Twitter. Yeah, again, make sure you hit the live button next to the play button. Make sure you're fully caught up on stream. Again, we'll cover the data quickly, but you want to make sure you hit the live button on stream and make sure you're fully caught up. But yeah, my whole family had a laugh yesterday. We really did. All right, so hit the live button. This live button should be red right here. If the live button is not red, you are delayed on stream. So hit the live button. Make sure you're called back up. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Bear for me, if payroll is higher than expected, is it good for bulls? It's not a given. We don't know whether it's going to be good. It depends on what the market's truly fearing. Again, if the market is fearing inflation. Here, guys, hold on. If the market is fearing recession. Yeah, so if the market is fearing inflation, it doesn't want economic growth. If the market is fearing a recession, it's going to want economic growth. And so in that regard, that's kind of what happens when the market fears inflation, or they typically don't want as much economic growth because that is bad for prices. Here, I'm going to go ahead and put it in sub only mode. So everybody announce yourself, show us that you're subscribed, show us that you're supportive. We appreciate the love and support, guys. As always, we got about 900 people here. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much. Low unemployment, no rate cut. Yeah, we'll see what happens during the next cycle here. SPY is dipping down a little bit. So again, here's the market on the downside. SPY is down. We're at 439.26 or so right now. Gold is pushing up. Tesla is down a little bit as well here. Here's Tesla. Not a huge red day for Tesla, but it's still somewhat red and pre. Hey, my guy Bulldog, thank you, man. Yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. We got time. What's up, Tony? Yeah, thanks, man. Astros playing. How are the Astros playing? Up. All right, we got less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. About 2 minutes left. Numbers need to be as expected for market to rise, to be honest. I don't know. They're very rarely as expected. Again, I cover a lot of these reports. It's very rare that they come in like as expected. Most of the time they come in lower than expected or higher than expected, but it's very rarely that they're going to come in right as expected. It's just not typical. Bull, don't listen to the banks. Apple bought 900 shares at 191. Feel like it's going to rip today. Good luck, Aldrin. Both figures as expected would be best for the market. If unemployment is higher, it typically indicates a good sign for bulls, right? No. It's not typical. Low unemployment is good for the economy, but it depends on what the market's fearing. Again, if the market's fearing a recession, then they're going to want economic growth with like higher payroll numbers. If the market is fearing inflation, they're going to want lesser economic growth with lower payroll numbers, but it varies. Gold gapping down. It's at 1921s right now. Put a 3-minute chart up, see if that looks better. Did get a little dip in gold here. Gold dipping down some. Let me refresh this to make sure I got the newest data. Here's the S&P. It's at 439.35s. Trader, I'm not really going to be specific about where I go to restaurants in the Woodlands, to be honest. I'd rather not, let people know where I go eat and stuff, I think market is finally believing Powell will raise rates. Yeah, maybe. Market's pushing up. All right, guys, we got less than a minute here, guys. Less than a minute before the data. We got about 15 seconds. Again, hit the live button, hit the play button. Make sure you're fully caught up on stream. Again, here's the S&P rip. It's at 439.60s. Here's the data release right now. So there's the report. And the data came in at... All right, so non-farm payrolls came in light at 209,000, low at 209,000. Unemployment came in as expected at 3.6%. Gold is dropping down fast. This has made the market push up, but non-farm payroll numbers came in low relative to expectations at 209,000 versus 225,000 expected. Again, non-farm numbers came in at 209 versus 225 expected. Unemployment came in at 3.6 versus 3.6. So unemployment as expected. Non-farm lower than expected here at 205. Again, we'll put this up on screen. Put both of these again, 209 versus 225. Interesting. Here's the link right there for non-farm data. We're putting both of these up on screen. Bear with me, guys. But yeah, we already told you guys what it was. Here is the full release. Right here. Put this up on Twitter too. Oh. I posted to Twitter as well. The market's loving this right now. SPY up to 440.15s. Gold down a little bit. Tesla not really reacting the most to it, but the market's liking it. So 440.13s on the SPY here. 440.13s. It's moving. Gold bouncing back up a little bit. We'll see if it holds. But the market seems to like the low unemployment data here. Again, I told you guys we cover it quick, so subscribe if you haven't yet, guys. We appreciate it. Hey, John, your theory didn't work this time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not always going to be right. It's not really a theory. It's just using probabilities. It's what I've seen before. So it's not really a theory, I guess. I mean, I guess you could call it that. I don't know. What it really is just looking at probabilities. Like usually when payroll data, prelim payroll data comes in high, the actual payroll data comes in high and vice versa. But again, it's never like a given. It's never like a for sure thing to where, where we know exactly what kind of reaction we're going to get. Nobody does, you know what I mean? The market reacted pretty positively. Look at this. The market ripped up a lot. So it's got a pretty big market reaction, at least in the S&P 500. Did you guys see that knee-jerk spike before the report? I wonder if a wink and a smile were involved. Probably. And again, if you haven't already, check out MooMoo. If you open up an account on MooMoo, again, MooMoo is really dope. This is the platform I'm using. And you can kind of see why. You can track what other people are paper trading and what's called paper folio and see what strategies, stocks, stuff like that people are buying. I can go to Explore and I can see what futures are doing. It gives me a future analysis. I can go to Market Hotspot, see the best performing sectors. I can go to Heat Map and see what everything did. And you can see mostly stuff was red yesterday. Best news source in the game. That's the reason they call it MooMoo. I can go to a calendar to see when all the big stuff comes out. I can build a watch list. I can go to headlines. There's zero commission stock and options trades. And if you open up an account, they're open. Number one, they're open the entire pre-market session. So they open the entire pre-market session. And if you open up an account and deposit $100, you get 5 free stocks. If you open up an account and deposit $1,000 or more, you get 15 free stocks. And I got like Palantir and Grab and some other ones. If you open up an account and deposit over 5K, you get the previous 15 free stocks plus a free share of Google or Tesla. And I did get Tesla. I'm excited about it. Here's the link. Check it out. They are a sponsor of mine. Great way to help support the channel. Market's pushing up a little bit. We're at 440s right now, 440s on the market. Another sponsor of mine is, I guess the results are good for inflation. Low payroll numbers means people are being more optimistic regarding inflation is probably what's going on. But yeah, we'll see. Also, guys, if you haven't already, if you want to day trade actively, the futures market is probably where you want to go. There's no PDT in futures. You can day trade and short as much as you want, and you can day trade the S&P. You can day trade currencies, like a lot of different Forex currencies are there. You can day trade gold and silver, and there's no PDT restrictions. And Topstep is the most legit futures funded program in the world. They're the ones that are going to be the most reliable with your withdrawal. And what they do is they give you a demo. The base one's 50K. If you could hit 3K in profit on that demo without losing 2K, they fund you 50K with a 90% split, and you get to keep 100% of your first withdrawal. And they recently changed it to where there's only one rule, which is you got to hit the profit target without hitting the max loss. The best platform in the game. They've been around for over 10 years. You can use like 20 different platforms, TradingView, Trade Evade, all these different ones. And there's no PDT in futures. It's the cheapest way to learn how to trade. If you're good enough to day trade, then you can get funded with a 90% split. If you're not good enough, then you're going to lose much less than you would if you put the money up yourself, because without Topstep to trade futures, you're going to need at least 5 to 10K, I would say, to do so actively. But again, it's $49 right now. It's the biggest sale they've ever done. $49 for the Topstep Combine. I will post this link. They are a sponsor of mine. Great way to help support the channel. Check them out. Is the news bullish? Well, it's causing a bullish reaction. SPY's flying up on this. SPY at 440.49, basically 440.50 right now. So the market likes this news. My guess is some bearish responses were baked in from yesterday's non-farm prelims. So the non-farm prelim data came in high. That made a lot of people skeptical because of inflation worries, especially with the Fed pausing. And so that caused some bearish reactions in the market over the last day. And now today, with the actual payroll numbers showing low, the market's now correcting to the upside. And again, my guess is I guess the market's fearing inflation right now because lower payroll numbers is better for inflation, and the market is reacting very positively to this data. Unemployment also came in as expected. So as expected, unemployment release. If you are a good trader, Topstep is the game changer. If you're a bad trader, you will learn discipline. If you're a bad trader, you're going to lose less on Topstep, most likely. I can't guarantee anything, but it's much cheaper to lose on Topstep than it is to put up the money you need in futures and risk that. Rivian, yeah, Rivian's been flying. I'm not sure where Pawn is. It's somewhere. Again, will the market hold these gains, guys? Let me do another poll here. We're gonna do another poll. We got about 1,000 votes on our last one. All right. With lower than expected non-farm payrolls, as the market closed green today. Poll now. Lower than expected non-farm payrolls. Market closed green. Vote on that poll. I think I'll put 20K in MooMoo. Do you have referral code? No, you can just use the link. Use the link in the description. Or there's also one pinned at the top of the chat if you want to help support the channel. Non-farm up now, but later it'll go back to where it was. Yeah, vote on the poll. Let us know what you guys think. Actually, the market will dump at the end of the day today, but it will try to close the gap from yesterday. End of day rug pulled down next week. Still got to get out of my puts. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so there's a little dip in the market here. The question is, do we hold? I'm going to get up futures. I'm going to get up my futures platform and start maybe trading some futures. I like the dip. If I can catch it in time, that would be great. All right. Let's try to trade. We got this one. So we got a little dip here. So if we want to take this dip, here's the E-mini. We just bought this dip. We bought one contract on the dip. You see we're down about 40 bucks. This is futures right here. You can see it's very much like day trading stocks. You can buy market, buy, buy bid, sell the ask. Where'd it go? We're down 25 bucks. This is the S&P 500 right here. We got a nice little dip to the moving average. Ooh, look at gold. Gold fly. All right, so we're flat here. It did mean some folks were taking profit. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, we bought the dip. We got a limited risk though. Like we lose over 125, we'll probably cut this. Ooh. Yeah, big drop. We will liquidate this and get out under. We tried. It just dropped so quickly on us. It's okay. Again, we're not going to take super big risks here. Big pullback in market. I'll probably just wait now. This is a very large pullback. So market basically giving all the gains back that it made earlier. Gold's loving life. So gold is up to 1929s right now for gold. So gold's doing well. So market's pulling back. Gold loving this. Gold is flying right now. So yeah, gold's doing really nice too. Tesla pulling back after a big rip. We're pretty much flat on the day now too. So everything's kind of going back to break even here. Gold's still pushing up nicely here too. There's gold moving. SPY bouncing back up a little bit. Basically, the Q basically came all the way back down to the previous closing price. All the way down to the previous close. I think that was real. Yeah, gold started to dip. See if we can get us some continuations down. All right, so let the market fall. See, this downward trend continues. The SPY is now under the previous closing price, looking very weak. We just took we're scalping some trades here. We got one contract left. We took profit once already. We're gonna give it time to really flush. Right, we're up about 40, 50, 60. So we're gonna cut that. So we're down less than $90 now in the day. So we just scalped a couple little more moves. Riding this downward trend. I think we're gonna try to ride with the trend. We did get Pfizer. What's Pfizer doing right now? Bitcoin's still at 30.34s. Pfizer's down from the dip. I got in, but my plan is to just kind of sit tight in that. Patience here. Market's looking weak though. Tesla is pulling all the way down to 277. The S&P is looking weak though, at least. The rest of the market's all right actually, but the S&P is looking a little weak. This is MooMoo. Man, this is a platform called MooMoo. It's a zero commission stock and options trades. The other platform I'm using is called Topstep. You can find both of those in the description, and you can get up to like 16 free stocks if you sign up. But they're sponsors of mine. You can find the links in the description if you want. I think gold chart is behind. Yeah. No, it's at 193. You can see it move. It's not behind. Today close green. I'm not sure. Holding for now. Yeah, it's trying. Market broke down big, short term. All right, so I've been scalping this move. I'm now up $100. We got one contract of the micro E-mini left, or the regular E-mini. We're up 75. We got one contract left. I'm going to hold this and try to be much more patient with this. I think there's a chance that we can break down a lot. And so I'm going to hold this. Again, we got one contract of the reg. I'll try to put this up on screen. You can kind of see I'm up $50. We can hold the rest break even, and we're still going to be green on the day, which is nice. I just want to see if the SPY breaks down even more. I think there's a chance it does. And again, we can be patient. Just going to sit. So now we're up about 100 on the day, 125. I don't want to get too greedy. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So we're up 175 on the day. We just made one. We made, a nice little couple string of trades there. We had one bad trade started off where we were down 200 plus, and then we won it all back plus a little bit more. So mostly just trading with the trend. Yesterday's I tried trading reversal some, and that didn't work. And so I'll probably just go with trend trading again. I think trend trading is easier. So to break down again, we already mostly rode it down though, so like we already kind of rode. Yeah, green is good. There's no loss. Again, I'm green. There's no loss. I was shorting the market. I was making money on the short side. You can see I'm currently up about 175 on this, so I'll take it. It's green. Green is good. Again, the real goal is to build up a cushion. Once I have a cushion, that's when you really start to work on getting funded. All right, guys, so we got a little pop up on the SPY. Again, we're pretty neutral though. We're taking another contract here. We're currently up about 40, 50. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So we just got a quick little scalp there. We're up $225 on the day. Again, the reason I'm trading this is because I'm trying to trade with the trend. Right now, we got a downward trend. We got confirmation in red by breaking under the previous closing price on the S&P 500 at the SPY. And so I took the E-mini short. That's working nicely today. We'll see if it continues. $11 for 11 hustle. Nice, man. Congrats, dude. I remember I was 11 for 11 a few days ago, too. Do you have a cushion today? I do now. I do have a cushion. I've got 225. So we'll take some swings with that cushion. We'll see how it goes. The Bears will cry today. I don't know, man. Again, I'll tell you guys this. All right, I'll tell you this. You can't look at it like it's the Bloods and Crips. You can't look at it like it's just you versus the Bears or you versus the Bulls. In the end, you gotta be flexible. You gotta be willing to go whichever way you want to go. You don't want to be restricted to only the long side where you hate bears, or you're restricted to only the short side where you hate bulls, right? Like that's not a profitable way to trade, in my opinion. You gotta do whatever you gotta go with what the market gives you, I guess is the easiest way to put it. Also, do me a favor, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, guys. Hit the notification bell. Hit the sub button, guys. We appreciate it. Up to about 11,500, 10,500. Jobless claims was yesterday. Jobless claims came in at they came in at 248 versus 245 expected. You can see them on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, there's the payroll data. Market's bouncing up a little bit again. We stopped trading as much. You can see we're actually flat. We haven't taken any more trades. I'm tempted to short this, but we'll see. John, but the bears are fighting a bull market, and I saw in this chat bears trying to justify that it's going to go down, even though every dip I see gets bought up immediately. True, but nobody knows what the market's going to do. And like, again, the more the market pushes up, the more biased I am towards the downside correction. The more the market pushes down, the more biased I am on an upside correction. So I look at extension a lot, and the market's up a lot over the past 8 months. And so if we're looking at extension, I think it's very reasonable to consider, potential extension over the last month or two, especially with earnings season coming out. I think it's an important thing to watch. All right, so the SPY moving up a little bit now. All right, market's very flat from this report. Just be careful. If you look at like what the Q did, like here's gold. If you put up like the Q, market's very flat. Like we have gone up from the report all the way back down, filling the entire gap of the report, and then back up 50%. So we've gone up, down, up. So there's not really any strategy I would take here. I'm flat right now. I'm just going to wait. Non-farm coming in low is bad for economic growth, though. Yeah, so non-farm. Trade contracts pre-market with MooMoo? No, you can never trade options in pre-market anywhere. Yeah, so you can't trade options in pre anywhere. Part of me wants to short, but I also think like because of this data, it's just too indecisive. Like there's no real trend. Apologies. So what report was out today? Today was non-farm payrolls and unemployment. Unemployment came in as expected at 3.6%. Non-farm payroll data came in lower than expected. Bro, do you have live Tesla numbers? Let me refresh this chart. Yeah, there's Tesla at 278. Tesla liking this here. So look at Tesla. Tesla up there at 278.70s right now. So Tesla's moving. Mullen is going to go bankrupt. Yeah, I think there's a good chance. No worries, Michelle. Nice action so far. This is feeling like a normal Friday. Well, yeah, we had some economic releases today. It's just kind of, again, I'm skeptical of this price action here. Where we get a big upward move and then a big downward move and then a big move back up. And basically, we're flat. Big range flat trading. I'm just skeptical of it. I just don't like that at all. I think I got to be smart and not push too heavy into all this. Jobless was yesterday. It came in high. Holiday week seemed to be like this on Friday. Yeah. But today's a different Friday because, again, we got unemployment and non-farm data coming out today. So gold climbing up again. Is it really? to gold. Gold's basically doing what the market did. Here's gold. Here's the market. Very similar move. Down, up, up, down, up. Up, down, up. It's gonna rip, bro. Just wait. I hope you're right, dude. I hope we go up. I really do. I hope you're right. I hope we get good gains today. So we're trying to move up. Again, I don't know if I'm ready to buy anything yet. I think there could be an argument for a small dip buy. I guess I'll take a small position here. I'm going to take one contract of the regular E-mini. One. I'm not going to let it go too far. All right, we're flat. Up, we're down. You can see how fast futures go against you, too. This is one of the reasons funded account programs are useful. All right, we're down 25 bucks. Very small trade so far. Basically flat now. Fix this window here so I can actually see. So now we pulled back. We're trying to bounce a little bit. All right, so now we're green. We're up about 40 bucks, 60 bucks, 75 bucks. Go ahead and cut that. All right, so we got the little bounce. Again, somehow we're making money in all this chop. Again, here's our trades. We're up 287 on the day. You can see somehow we're making money in all this chop. I'll take it. Yeah, earnings are going to be huge. So earnings are big. Yeah, earnings will be fun. How good or bad is the news? Well, this report, unemployment can be considered good or bad because low unemployment is always typically good, right? But non-farm payroll data is not really a good or bad report. It's not really something where we can say, oh, well, that data is good, that data is bad. Bulls are going to say the non-farm payroll data was good. Bears are going to say it was good. Or bears are going to say it was bad, right? But like really what we got is low payroll numbers. We got less economic growth and neutral unemployment is really what it is. So less economic growth with payroll numbers, neutral unemployment. Oh, sorry about my computer. That's kind of what we got today. So that's basically to understand what it is, less economic growth numbers. And gold going down. Yeah, see, you can see gold on the right correcting to the downside for sure. Tesla's still looking pretty good. Bitcoin is holding. Oh, that's good, I guess. Very nice, Erica. Scalpers are gonna have a field day at the open when calls get rolled and puts get out. Yeah. What was your last trade? Last trade was on what's called the it's the E-mini S&P 500. So it's day trading the S&P 500 in futures. And again, guys, remember there's no PDT in futures. You can day trade short futures, no PDT. Well, that's what you see me doing here. I'm just looking at the SPY because what I'm basically trading is the SPY, but there's a futures contract for it. And again, there's no PDT in futures. If you want to fund an account program to fund you in futures and test your skill, and you know it's the most legit one in the world, and it's $49 for the base one. Check out the link in the description. But yeah, we're trading futures. We got a little bit of shares too. We bought up some stuff. I mean, we're holding stocks. We're always usually holding some stocks. So like for instance, today we are holding Disney, gold, Coca-Cola. Market came all the way back down. I gotta say, this looks kind of weak. I might short the market now, to be honest. This looks kind of weak. I can hurry up and short it while it's still like an edge. We took one contract here short. Slightly green. More green. $40. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that in. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock it in. We built up a really solid cushion at the open. We're up about 325 on the day, 325. Isn't lower payrolls bearish? Well, it's lesser economic growth, but it's not necessarily bearish or not. All right, guys. So we get gold pushing up a little bit. Look at gold move. Gold's moving up. So big breakdown. I should have held that short. I thought it looked bearish. The reason I thought it looked bearish, just to show you guys this, is like the Q and the SPY broke under the previous closing price. Right, so the previous close was broken under. So it'll let me put this up. Previous closing price. I have to figure out a way. I know there's a way to do it. But we did break under the previous closing price on the SPY. I thought that was a bearish thing, and we did end up kind of dumping. There's also algorithms I could always put up on MooMoo, so if I want to use that. Let me look this up. So market looks weak, to be honest. Market looks weak. Again, the goal with today is to just trade in the trend. Unemployment was flat. It was down a little bit relative to the last report, but it was flat in terms of expectation numbers. Like it was neutral, expectation wise. No one is paying attention to the most important metric. Well, unemployment came in as expected, and yeah, there's a big drop. So I mean, it's only 0.1 down relative to last time, but it is down relative to the last unemployment. Huge drops in the S&P. And again, I thought it looked weak. I'm a little bit, to be honest, I feel like I might have a little bit of FOMO because I did like this pattern and setup, and I thought it looked weak. We broke under the previous closing price. Very weak looking sign. And look at the breakdown we got afterwards. So I should have taken it. I mean, we're up over 300 on the day in futures, but still a little bummed I didn't take a larger position there, but it's all good. Let's get this out. We're going to get ready to trade some more futures here. Work side charts. There it is. All right, guys, let's get ready. Market looks weak, though. Look at the breakdown. Hey, shout out to everybody that hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, make a new low. So here's the S&P 500. We are bouncing a little bit. So if we're going to bet on this trend, I mean, ideally we bet on the downside. But, you know, extension might play a factor here. Big pop up. I'm going to short a little bit right here. Just a little bit. We're up a little bit on our short. 25 on our short. Flat. Again, we're completely break even here, you can see. Rejection. I want to give this time to work, but ideally, like if we break out of this candle, I'm just going to cut it and accept the loss. Back to flat again, back to green. There we go, green again. Flat again. I think this level is like a big level that it's following. There's a flush down. Boom. Boom. I go ahead and cut that. We just made a little bit under $100. We're up about 412. Yeah, I thought we might short. And again, if we're continuing on this trend, it's on the downside. And the trend's really obvious right now, too. Like you can see, this is obviously like a downward trend. Yeah, but Fed wants employment to drop, so not moving isn't good. Oh, it did drop relative to the last time. How you guys doing today? You guys green or red today? Let me know. Alert on the NASDAQ. What was the alert? Oh, that would have worked. All right, guys, we got 23 minutes here, 23 minutes. Red. Yeah, we got a really nice cushion on the day so far. It's a really nice cushion. Does it let me log into 2 different windows at once? It does. Okay, good. Okay. Red day, but green in the whole trade. Yeah, I'm green too, and we've mostly been flat, so I'm happy to be green. Tesla has been pretty strong here, guys. Starting to dip down though. Look at Tesla drop. So Tesla is starting to fall. Apple's starting to dip too. Oh no, you didn't blow the one that you were almost close to getting funded on pawn, did you? If you did, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's rough. Any other books you recommend besides Trading in the Zone? Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas is the GOAT in terms of books. Books are not really the way to learn trading, though. They're really not. I know people prefer books and have preferences and bias towards books, but when you're learning to trade, books aren't really what you want to learn on, man. Like, you're just going to have limited information that you can learn from books. You can learn investing or swing trading or longer term trading on books, but you're not really going to learn short-term trading in books like that. That's just not what's going to happen. If you want to learn short-term trading, you know, there's a ton of video content, YouTube, all that good stuff. That's what you want to do. Dow coming back down under 100, minus 96. Yeah, Dow's down almost 1% today in pre too, so we'll see if it holds down. Market's really flat though. I mean, we got a little bounce here. I'm really tempted to short this little pop because we still got the previous closing price, the 200 EMA over us. I'm gonna go ahead and take a short position, one trade. We're hitting the 200 EMA level, but I gotta be very close to cutting it because we're already down a good bit. Patience though, here, patience. We're only down 37. There we go, flushing back down a little bit. That's more close to break even now. So we're flat, good. Right now we're green. Yeah, market mostly looks bearish, but I think anything can essentially happen here. And I don't really want to get stuck. Hopefully we break down. We're right around the 200 EMA. I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. I don't want to lose more than $100 on this trade. Market rebound pretty quickly, and so I still think it looks weak, but like. We'll wait until the opening bell, take some larger risks. That was the first red trade I've had all day. Yeah, A, B, and TEP, y'all just stop talking if y'all are going to argue. Does pre-market dictate how the market will move? Well, there's levels established in pre. But it doesn't necessarily dictate what it's going to do. Market does whatever it wants to do. You know, whatever traders do, market does. Erica. Bad timing, got in before the drop. Yeah, I got bad timing on that last trade, but we had pretty good trades. Again, I can't really complain. If we make 400 and then lose 100, I can't really get upset, you know? It's like we made so much anyway that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Sideways choppy day in the CPI. Yeah, CPI next week will be big. Yep, was 91 away from funding to blown. My own fault. 2 full-size NASDAQ during news. Yeah, and it's how it happens. So it's a good thing that the funded account programs are cheap, and you'll get there, brother. If you don't win, you learn. That's a common expression. If you don't win, you learn something. Apple's starting to pop up a little bit too. Look at Apple move. Tesla as well. Start to come back. Yeah, if you argue too much, I will start banning people, just giving everybody a heads up. Unemployment is good, but wages is bad. Oh, yeah, payrolls are low. If you lose it, don't learn. That's when you keep losing. Yeah. All right, guys, we got 16, 17 minutes until market opens. We're probably going to sit on our profit right now and just wait. Get some better trades. Oh, I had an error message, thought I got blocked by mods. Nah, the only way you get blocked is if, like, Nightbot blocks you or something. It depends. Like, I'll block people. Like, I had a comment, and it's a hilarious comment. And it said, it was something like, John, you suck. That's why your girl left you. You know? And, like, my whole family kind of sat here laughing about it because Carol's, like, right next to me. Like, I'm on vacation right now. I showed people this, and I almost argued back with them, but I stopped myself, and I was like, that's what he wants. I'm just going to ban him. Not even argue with him. But yeah, we went to the dunes, the Warren Dunes in Michigan. We're on our way home now. But like you can see, there's Carol. Dollar index is dumping. But yeah, my whole family kind of laughed about it. People projecting their own insecurities on others is all that is. But cheers to him. Cheers to my relationship with Carol. Love you. Apparently, you left me. They said. You know. Yeah. Does error message mean message? No, sometimes you just get error messages. Hey, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's AI generated. Yeah, for sure. It's my AI girlfriend right there. You know? No, I mean my kids have come on stream multiple times. I don't want my son walking out with on stream when I don't know it. Speaking of that, Jack, what you doing, buddy? Playing games. Jack's playing games. Here, buddy, turn the iPad off. You need to let that charge. Dude. I know, but it's not actually charging if you're playing that game. That game is draining all the battery. No, it was that. Okay, that's fine. Just don't ask to use my charger in the car, buddy. Yeah, you'll get it. Hey, congrats. Wish you guys happiness, Serdar. He said I got married last week. I heard it makes one a better trader. Well, it definitely makes you more risk averse. You can't really gamble to the wins if you're married. You got somebody else looking at you like, bro, what are you doing? You know. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes. Your son wake up and ask to play video games in Michigan as well. Yes, everywhere. He's playing games right now, even though usually we don't let him, but we're traveling and we're on vacation, and so we're kind of letting him today. Gold. Yeah, see Tesla's still red on the day, but Tesla actually got a little green. So Tesla's pretty close to flat now at 277.50. Apple at 191.80. Well, Apple hit 200 anytime soon. Earnings season is going to be the big tell of that. I'm not sure. $2,500 shares. Just be careful. All right, so now we're pulling back a little bit. Market's still on this trend. You can kind of see everything here. We're up 312 on the day. We only had one losing trade. Again, I'm probably just going to wait till the opening bell and take some positions then instead of pushing super heavy into all this stuff. You know? We are trading on a platform called Topstep. What Topstep does is like allows you to day trade. They give you a demo. They test your skill. If you can hit the target, like the base one, they give you a 50K demo. If you can hit 3,000 in profit without losing 2,000, so it's a 2-to-3 ratio, they fund you. And that's their only rule is they fund you 50K with a 90% split if you can do that. And so they're the most legit one in the world. They've been around for over 10 years. They pay out millions, fund thousands a year. And they're $49 for the base one right now. $49. It's the biggest sale I've ever seen. I'm buying like 5-6 accounts, possibly, maybe more. And we will be funded within the next couple weeks, without question. So you can watch me try to get funded. Now, we might have to take some risks. I might have to be willing to lose some of these accounts to get funded quickly. But that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. And let me know what you guys think a good plan for that is. Again, I've never claimed to be the greatest day trader of all time. And really, I'm a better swing trader than I'm a day trader by far. But, you know, we have fun day trading too. Again, if you want to check out Topstep, there's the link. Are you shorting Disney after watching Indy 5? What's Indy 5? What is that? Is this payroll good news? Well, it means lesser economic growth. Why do I usually lose when following the trend after the news announced, or should I just wait for a clear direction? You probably wait for clear direction, but I don't know. Do what you do. What's up, Tiny? Good morning. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, Indiana Jones. I didn't even know this movie was out right now. When did this come out? Oh, dude, this just came out a week ago. Yeah, they're doing really bad marketing for this movie. I didn't even know this movie was out, to be honest. I didn't even know they dropped a new Indiana Jones movie. And so, yeah, that's kind of crazy. The fact that, and I'm a big Indiana Jones guy, the fact that I haven't seen this or even heard about this new movie is bad. Yeah, I see it's got like 6% on IMDb. Better than 4. Yeah, I can't remember what the last one about. It's been so long. No, so I mean, you gotta, if you could pass the test, despite how many accounts you've lost, Erica, you can get funded. #1 movie in the world right now. Yeah. A lot of people saying it was good. So I don't know. Movie taste is such a subjective thing that, like, who knows? All right, guys, we got 10 minutes. All right, team. Patience here. Patience. We're waiting. We'll see if we get something good. Yeah, it's been a Crystal Skull one's been so long I can't even remember what it was about. All right, guys, 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Like, market's getting a little flat at this point. You know, like market's flat, Q's flat, SPY's flat. Tesla is green on the day. Pfizer is red. That's all right. We bought a little bit of Pfizer, but again, that's kind of a longer term trade. Nice, Jack. Great job, bro. Yeah, I never even heard about it. To be honest, this is the first time I'm hearing about the Indiana Jones movie. But yeah, S&P 500 is pretty flat. I mean, we were in a downward trend. Maybe if you draw like a triangle, you can there, but you gotta see we're mostly flat. Yeah, I know. I saw my son dabbing behind me. I saw him. I can see him on the screen. Nice, Jack. Hey, buddy. I love you. Don't disconnect my stuff. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it ends on the 16th. And it's $49 for the life of the subscription, which is like big, you know, which means that like you can open up 5 accounts and it's still like only $250 for 5 accounts. And it'll stay that way for the lifetime of your subscription. So like every month you'll get a free reset and you'll have 5 accounts to potentially get funded and only $49 for the life of your subscription. Pretty good deal. Where are you now? You finally leave Michigan? Well, yeah, if you ask the people fantasizing about my downfall, you know, they're gonna say John had to sell his home and with his mom, and you know, his girl left him and all this stuff. Realistically, we're driving back home from Michigan. My mother-in-law lives in Michigan for half the year, and so we usually go out there once a year to visit. And so we went out there for a couple weeks. Prior to that, we had been in Florida, you know, so it might look like I'm just traveling all the time, and I am. The last month, I've been moving constantly. So like we went to Florida to the beach. And then we stayed in Florida for like a week. And then we came home for a week. And during that period when I was home, my son was sick. Remember, he ran like 104 fever. And then we stayed home for a week. We were at a certain point, we were planning on just canceling Michigan because of my son being sick. But then he cleared up and we ended up leaving. And then we stayed in Michigan for a couple weeks. And now we are on the way home. We'll be home today. My mom's at the house now watching our dogs. I'm not going to be specific about where I am in Florida. It's around it's around the Navarre area. And yes, I did see the shark video of Navarre Beach. Glad I wasn't there when I was there. Yes, the 50K option, Jonathan. My daughter is just over here laughing away all morning. My daughter makes fun of me because she says my laugh is a giggle. You know? And now she's over here. I hear you. Giggling over there. All right, guys, 5 minutes before the market opens. Thanks for running the stream even while traveling. John, I'm located in Shreveport area. Nice, man. Yeah, it's warm here, dude. All right, yeah. Stop. I mean, it's all right. You can play, but no more. Yeah, it was nice for sure. Fort Walton Beach, nice, man. I know you got to cut it at the end of the day. This is a day trading funded account. I mean, MooMoo. If you guys see me on MooMoo, this is a stock platform, so MooMoo is different. And again, I got over 25K in both my MooMoo account and TOS, and I'm trading on Topstep. So, you know, like we got buying power galore, and so. Yeah, no worries. All right, guys, less than 5 minutes. The internet here is pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna. I don't want to, you know. But the internet here is pretty solid. NASDAQ alert. Gonna go to Panama in a couple weeks. Normally go to Destin, so we'll see how that goes. Nice, man. Just be safe. I'm just ready to get home, dude. I'm ready to get home. We'll be home today. I'm ready. I'm gonna open this block so I can actually get away. Wrong way, bro. Yep. No, it's still live. Check out our car to make sure our car's still there. All right. Use indicators to make buying or selling decisions. Yeah, I use a company called Chart Prime, which is a trading view indicator service you could use in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But I use them a bunch. They give like custom alerts, custom signals, custom reversal signals. And it's not like I base my trades purely off of them, but they can just be powerful. Like if you look at what I'm doing here, like for instance, here's Chart Prime. Again, trading view indicator service. You can kind of see like they're pretty accurate. Reversal down, drop, reversal up, bounce, reversal down, drop, reversal up, bounce. I like my favorite patterns is when multiple of these show up at once. So like if you look at the possible reversal down signal and a bearish engulfing candle within like a 20-minute period of time, that's usually the most powerful breakdowns you can get. And you can see Apple breaking down from it. They can just be really powerful here. They're not always going to work, but like again, if you find multiple showing up together at once, reversal up in a bullish engulfing candle, you get a nice little bounce. You can keep scrolling here. Again, here's two different candlestick patterns and a reversal signal. And then look at this huge breakdown you get afterwards. And it's like $35 a month. It's very cheap. You can check out the link in the description if you want to. They're a sponsor of mine as well. I wasn't trying to do a plug, but somebody asked me about them, so I'm going to tell them. But make sure my Lambo's sitting out there. Yeah, I watched a couple videos about this guy in a kit car, in a Lamborghini kit car, that was like trying to like pass it off as like a real Lambo, and he was getting like disrespectful with like people and stuff. It was funny. I couldn't imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine turning like a Pinto into a Lamborghini and then trying to pass it off as a real one and then getting mad if anybody said it wasn't, you know. But there was a hilarious video. I'll have to find that. Starlink. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting Starlink too. My feeling is open. S&P will go green about +3, then come back negative, -12, -15, first 15. Maybe Erica. Alibaba, Lambo. Yeah, guys, here's the opening bell. Good luck, team. Market's very flat, though. Tesla's green, but the S&P's flat. We're green, though, on the day, though. We'll keep it. Yeah, the Wish.com version of a Lambo. Yeah, for sure. I'm a car guy, too. I just don't want, I just don't want a fake Lambo. I'd rather a real Lambo. All right, here's the opening bell, guys. Here's the opening bell. At 191.35s, 191.35s. Here's the open. Market's starting to look weak, though, ahead of the open. Again, let me know what you guys think. Some breakdowns here. Market looks weak. I'm tempted to short, but I also understand it's the opening bell, and Tesla's flying up. So Tesla flying up, but this looks weak, and there's the breakdown, so I should have shorted it. Tesla tapping highs, starting to dip down a little bit too. It's a 1-minute chart. So again, Tesla popping up at 279.20s here, 279.20s. We'll see what the market does. It's mostly consolidated since the opening bell. You can kind of see the market right here. So there's the bounce. Tesla flying up at the opening bell, testing breaking highs at pre-market. Apple's looking weak. And again, you saw that chart prime signal regarding Apple where it had that reversal signal, and Apple broke down against the market too. Watching the SPY here too. This looks weak as well. All right, so we're gonna short. We got one contract. One contract. And I don't like that price action. We're gonna have to cut that. So we got stopped out a little bit as well. Starting to get some big green action at the open. Tesla over 280s, guys. Over 280s. Yeah, so again, I'm going to preface the rest of the stream with this understanding. Okay, I have a bunch of Topstep accounts. I might have to swing kind of hard in some of these accounts. So I'm going to take some risky trades. I'm going to be risking a bunch. All right. Please do not critique me or criticize me on my losing trades. It's not helpful. If you do, you're just going to get immediately banned. Because again, what I need is no pressure to do whatever. Don't tell me to go long. Don't tell me to go short. Like, just keep it neutral, guys. You can say, hey, I like this or I like that, but just don't be hypercritical, because again, I have to take risks here. We've got like 5 of these accounts, so I got to take risks, and that's part of it. S&P looks actually very strong right now, though, so I'm going to wait. I don't really have a pattern to take. Mini pushing up. Nasdaq finally pushing up as well. So we'll probably take the long side trades if we get something good. Market testing the previous closing price. A nice little dip. We're going to take a one contract of that. We got a nice little push up. 75. We already cut that. So we're up 275 right now. A little green trade. Market's testing the previous closing price. We're going to be scalping a little bit too until we see some good signals to take. Apple just looking weak. Pfizer finally bouncing back at the open. Disney all the way back to 88 point, almost 89 basically right now. Hey, you love to see it. So we got another pretty large pullback here. I do want to buy this dip. 2 contracts. I took half off. 1 contract left. So we get a bounce. Flat. Green. I want to see a bounce at this level here. This is like a nice bounce level. It looks like we're up 300 on the day. So it wants to bounce. There we go. There's a nice little bounce. Let's give it time. Patience. Little flush. All right, we'll cut it. All right, so we lost a little bit on that trade, but it's not much. Disney, guys, look at Disney at 89 right now. $89 for Disney. I'm trying to manage this. Go ahead and take some shares off of Disney here. Just lock it in. A little bit off Disney. SPY just broke under the VWAP here, so I'm going to stay tight and wait. I'm going to sit tight and wait. SPY under VWAP. Yeah, again, I'm going to slow down. Apple's been flushing down a little bit. Tesla pulling back since the open. NASDAQ looks weak too. So again, we're going to sit tight because we're kind of middle range. Like we pushed up and then we're pulling back and now we're right around the middle range of the open. And so I think there's very little edge right around the middle range because it can go either way and there's no real momentum there. And so I think we just got to kind of sit. If we keep breaking down, we'll attack a downtrend. If we keep bouncing up, we'll attack an uptrend. If we're sideways, we're going to not do anything. At least that's the plan. Looks weak. Flush back down to the bottom here. Market looks very weak. We'll pivot to a more short-based strategy if we need to. Tesla dumping under the lows here, guys. Hey, what's up, Beach Bum? Market's bouncing back up. Very flat range, guys. Again, I'm not really doing much in this because I don't think there's any profound edge now currently. I think this is very choppy, very neutral. I think anything could potentially happen here. And yeah, we're just kind of sitting tight. Green on the day, but again, we're just going to sit tight. Tesla looking weaker. Apple bouncing back a little bit too. What's Disney doing? Disney's still basically at the same spot. All right, SPY started to push back up towards the top of the range, so it looks a little bit stronger now. I'll take one contract of the regular E-mini here. So we push back up, make another test of that previous closing price, go green on the day for the SPY on Friday. And get stuck in the chop. Yeah, it's a weak trend. So we're gonna cut it, and now we're still green on the day, but not by much. We're gonna wait. This is very neutral trading. Could have gotten faked out, but either way, we're gonna have to sit tight. Market's still consolidating flat. Apple is starting to look pretty weak. Building up a cushion here. Market's very neutral, kind of flattish. We've slowed down our trading. Very neutral day, though, guys. Just be careful. Again, the market's not really giving us much of a trend currently. We went up and then went down and then went back up and then went back down. So. I guess this looks weak. We're back under the VWAP here, but we're not going to take a huge position right now. We're going to pivot down to one contract since we've gotten kind of some bad results. Not bad. I mean, we gave back some of our profit, but flat on this one. Take one contract just to see if we can get a much larger breakdown. we go. Starts to look a little bit better, but market's so choppy. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to genuinely consider just kind of slowing it down for the day because of just chop. We can also wait for a breakout of the trend, but again, I can't sit here and trade all day today because we are traveling. So like, we're gonna give it time, of course. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we don't get there, but I want to give this time. I think this looks like a breakdown potential. Watching Apple here. Apple's starting to flush. That's usually good for these trades. Maybe not, man. Spot pushing back up here, just faking me out. And again, I gotta leave early, so I don't want to force too many trades. I don't mind being flat on the day, which is right around what we are. And there's a big flush down as I say this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it. So we're slightly down on the day now. It's a pretty neutral day at this point in time. And that's all right. You know, again, you got to see the market down, up, down, up, down, up. Just not really any big edge. And again, I'm on vacation, so I'm trying to get some trades in, but again, it's something that I don't necessarily need to do. For the week, have a great weekend. Thank you, DS. Kids spreads like not really much of an options guy there. My 4th was good, man. We had some fun on 4th of July. Tesla's starting to rise back up. The market breaks out of a trend. Apple's starting to bounce back. Tesla's starting to bounce back too. Tesla creeping back up. Watch Tesla on the right side, the bottom right. Look at Apple start to surge. That's really what's dragging everything else back up too. The market gives us here too. Apple looks like it really wants to move. Yeah. I'm not sure. One of y'all picked it up in the car and put it somewhere. So we are getting a little surge up. Okay, you can go. The camera's on. Enjoy your vacay, man. That's why you do this. Much appreciated. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. Anything else? Do we have any other data coming out today? Like, let me see. No, not really. No real big data here. We got, yeah, that's basically it for the week. I'm gonna enjoy my weekend this weekend too. We had a great week, fun week on vacation. Just a Fed speaker at 11:30. Yeah, it's not really super active. All good. Market's just so flat right now. I mean, it's really tempting to trade this, but like, it's just so flat and boring, to be honest. See if the market pushes up. I mean, if we continue on the downtrend, the only thing is like Apple is starting to turn a little bit. Apple's consolidating right around the previous closing price. Tesla looks pretty good. Market is pumping up. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles in a row on the regular E-mini. Yeah, it's flat when your whole portfolio is jumping back and forth between minus and plus 20. Yeah. I know you really bag hold. Just wanted to get your thoughts on Ford. Always, I like Ford long term. I think Ford pays a divvy too. But again, it's not something that I'm telling anybody to buy or sell. I really don't know what you should do in that one. Really not sure there. Yeah, just be smart. I think Ford is like one of those companies that's going to be around long term. You know? Disney broke 89. Did it really? Hey, my God, man, I'm not even paying attention to that. It did. Nice. Cool. It's a profit, a little bit more profit there. I'll take another 15 shares. I just took 25 more shares at Disney. I'll go ahead and take another 15 and then I'll sit tight on the rest. Yeah, I was trying to tell people like Disney in the 80s seems like a pretty obvious buy for me, but like it depends on what we're doing. And again, what we're day trading on today is Topstep futures. We gave ourselves a good chance. We built up a cushion of like 300 plus, but we got to kind of make more if we want to get funded faster. So we built up a cushion, we swung into that cushion. We lost a little bit, and now we're break even on the day. And I think that's fine. And I think that's the way to pass these funded programs is you put up a small profit, and then you have a cushion, and then you take larger risk only when you have a cushion on the day. That way, when I lose like this today, when I swing big and lose, break even on the day. I'm flat. But if I would have won on that trade, I'd be up much more, of course, and have be funded hopefully in the next few weeks. And again, if you want to check out Topstep funded account program, $49 a month for the base 50K combine. They're going to give you a 50K demo. If you can hit 3K on that demo without losing 2K, they fund you 50K with a 90% split. There's now only one rule and one phase on Topstep. It's the cheapest they've ever been, and it's going to be that $50, $49 price point for the life of your subscription. And I bought multiple. I bought like 4 or 5 of them. And so I'm just going to swing on each one and try to build up that cushion and get funded. I should be funded within a couple weeks, but it's just a much cheaper way to day trade and learn. Of course, you guys know me, MooMoo. My MooMoo account's got over 25K. TOS has over 25K in it. So I'm not one of those traders that really needs to get funded, but I still think Topstep has a great use case for traders. Like for traders that don't have as much money as I do, for traders that, want want a lower barrier of entry. Most day traders lose money, you know. So like if you put the money up yourself, you're going to lose a lot more than you would if you tried Topstep. You know, you put up most of the time. I can't guarantee anything, of course, but like it's a lot cheaper to lose a Topstep account. You still get the same pressure, the same risk, the same learning, the same, you know, there's a conditioning factor. You still can condition yourself to trade under pressure like you need to in day trading, but with much less risk. And again, they give you a demo and test your skill. They pay out millions, fund thousands a year. Again, if you want to check it out, no, I don't live completely off of my trading profits. No, I never claim to. My channel is called Beginner Trading. We're just a resource and community for traders. You know, honestly, another thing that I've been hold on a second. Yeah, another thing that I've been doing every day, guys, is I'm using Chart Prime. And again, if I would have listened to Chart Prime today, I would have made money, to be honest. Because like, look, so here's Chart Prime. They're a trading view indicator service. So you can use them in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures. They're a sponsor of mine as well, but like, look at this, right? Like, check this out. This is actually really cool. Up and you can use them. You get 40% off if you use my link. But like, check this out. Like, look. So they give you these reversal signals, and you can use them in stocks. You can see I'm using them on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 E-mini, like the futures market, right? Like, look at how accurate this is. Reversal up, huge bounce. And this is a 5-minute chart. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 minutes of green action after this reversal signal. 5, 10, 15 minutes of red action after that reversal signal. And again, you can kind of see the same thing here. Look at the last 3 on the E-mini, which is what I'm trading. Possible reversal down, drop, possible reversal down, drop, possible reversal up, bounce. The real edge is like this. When you see a reversal up signal and a bullish engulfing candle within the same period of time, you got a very high chance of a bounce. And this is just a small piece. If you look at what they offer, I can use Smart Money Concepts. I can put their oscillator up. I can use Market Oracle Pro, which gives me a little bit more like reversal signals. I can use their chart patterns here. There's just so much that they offer. They show you the correlations between the Dixie and Bitcoin and all this different stuff. And again, there's just so much edge here that you can use, and it's $35 a month. You can see chart patterns like flag patterns. If I zoom out a little bit, their oscillators are arguably better than some of the other ones. And there's just so much that you can get for $35 a month. Stock, crypto, Forex, futures. Check it out. Link is in the description. Great way to help support your boy here in this channel. Check them out. And with that said, though, guys, break even day for me. We're a little green. And the actual reversal signals don't repay. So the actual reversal signals don't. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Good luck. Y'all have a safe weekend. Remember, the fights are coming on this weekend, guys. We got some big fights. Again, if you don't know the UFC card this weekend, watch the UFC card. Okay, this UFC card is actually really big. Like, check it out. It's going to be Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez for the main event. You got Brandon Moreno versus Alexandra Pantoja. Robert Whitaker versus Dricus du Plessis, who's been talking a lot of smack. Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. Bo Nickel is fighting. That's just the main event. Prelims got the retirement fight for Robbie Lawler. Jack Della is fighting. Denise Gomez. Jimmy Crute is fighting. Great fight card this weekend. Let me know who you guys have on these reports. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. I love you all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be smart in the market. Again, market's a little choppy today, so just be careful. And yeah, I see you. Y'all be safe. Good luck.